Hello and welcome to another weekly vlog. It's very hot, 20 degrees, and we are taking Isaac and his friend Oscar. Well, I told them, so I'll drive up. You walk down, I'll drive up. We're taking them to see Peter Rabbit. Isaac has been sick this morning, so we cancelled, and the wee lad was so disappointed. But then we discovered that Isaac was sick because he had motion sickness from getting up early in the morning and playing Fortnite. So we're just getting ready to collect them now. So we're getting ready for them to come in. I better switch off.
We just came in here a bit. Yeah. You get a free movie. Like.
You following me? Alright, we'll send them back out for boosters, shall we? Because
Oh, I found the galactic room.
hello! It is Tuesday. I did film yesterday, didn't I? We went to the cinema with Isaac and his pal Oscar. Oscar is he's only 7. Isaac, so he's 3 years younger than Isaac, but his mum texted me last night and she said she's so glad that they've met in time for summer, because Oscar's got 3 sisters, no brothers, and the other lads around the area. Now, I've spoken about this before. She said they're really rough and rude and aggressive, and Isaac's so well mannered and polite, and I'm like, oh, good. So she feels very similarly about local kids, certain ones and their behaviour, so that was good. Now today, this is going to be interesting. I'm on my way into my mum's. I'm taking her nowhere exciting, just there's like a new pound shop opened that's quite large, and a B&M. It's on a retail park, which my mum hasn't been to that shop, so I'm driving my dad's car with the hoist in the back so we can hoist in the wheelchair, so that'll be interesting, me doing that on my own, see me making a pig's ear of it. And anyway, before that, it is the 1st of June today, so GL registration opens. What that means is this transfer test you've heard me prattling on about for months, that's stressing me out to no end, because I'm just so nervous about Isaac ending up in the same school as those kids. Registration opens today. There are like all different centres where they're doing them, because they're not allowed to do them in school, obviously, in case there's like an unfair bias. So the school I went to, St. Louis, which is the school I want Isaac to go to if he passes, they're one of the examination centres, so obviously they're first on the list. There's only 2 schools in Ballymena that are hosting. That's one, and the other one is one I'm not familiar with at all. I don't even exactly know where it is, to be honest. But obviously St. Louis I'm very familiar with because I went there myself. Plus it would be nice with the COVID. We haven't had any open days, which I'm really disappointed about, because having only the one kid, I don't have any children that have... A lot of parents have had kids go through the process before, so they've been around the schools, they know what they're like, they know what their strengths are. I didn't get to do that. So although I know that my first choice would always have been St. Louis, because it's the top rated school in Northern Ireland, to be honest with you, so it's going to be my first choice. The second school, if Isaac doesn't pass the test, I don't know anything about those schools, so I'm sort of like going on what most parents in my local area choose. So I'm just a bit disappointed, but anyway, you have to go to your first choice examination centre and give in your application, so I have got it here. The reason I'm handing it in is because you need to provide your child's original birth certificate, and I'm a bit nervous about it being posted back and just going in the normal post. They say a lot of parents just go and hand it in, and usually they photocopy it there and then and give you it straight back. I don't know if they'll do that. They say it's just dependent on the particular school. So I'm going to go and see what they do. At least I know that it's there. if they don't. I've got a stamped address envelope in with the application ready. So if they don't take it off me and copy and give me it back, then at least I know that the birth certificate has made one trip safely. Because they say that they can't, proof of postage is not proof of delivery. Now, I don't know if they mean just getting a wee receipt to say you've posted it, or I don't know if they mean recorded delivery, because surely that is proof of delivery they have to sign for. But still, I've sent things recorded delivery that has gone missing, and to be quite honest, Royal Mail do not give a damn when that happens, I've discovered. So, I'm going to go up into my old school that I haven't been in since I was 18. That's a lot of years ago. So, that'll be interesting. I don't know how it's laid out anymore. I don't know where reception is anymore. So, I'm hoping I'm not the only parent that's gone in today. I tend to always like registration just opened today, but if you want your first choice examination centre, basically the places go to whoever applies the quickest. So yeah, we shall see. Right, I will go and I'll switch it back on when I'm just about to drive up into the school. Yeah. Right, I'm just around the corner, so I've just popped you on now. After driving behind two of the most idiotic drivers on the way in. Two white van men, big one, small one. Right, you've got the right of way. You want? Right now, come on. You see people that don't understand right away. Right, he's indicated to come right round, then put the indicator off. It's like you have to guess where people are going. Right, I'm guessing that he's going straight over because I have no fucking idea at this stage. I haven't been up here in a lot of years. Right, about to turn into my old grammar school. This is where people could flash to let you in, but don't because they're rude. Oh dear, this has been a while. Right, does it say car park sports hall 6th floor? Right, it used to be up here. Right, I'm going to drive up here, main entrance. You see that? Look, there's my old uniform. Loads of kids out on their lunch break. Right, it's where it used to be by the look of things. I don't think there's going to be any parking spaces in here. Oh, do I see one? Do I? Nope. Right, so I'm gonna. There's one there. There's one there. Right, it says visitor access, visitor entrance by appointment only, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to get in here, but I'm going to have a go at it. Well, that was eye-opening. I am raging. So there is a Northern Ireland thing for parents called Transfer Tutor app and website, which advises all parents on the process. I have just went in and they're like, why are you here with that? Had to get someone else down to talk to me. I'm stupid or something. Oh no, it has to be done online. I said the website says it can't be done online. It must be done because you must see the physical. Because I thought it was weird. I thought it was like with a COVID thing. But they said no, the AQE, which is another branch of schools, you can do online, but the GL you cannot do online. You must do it via post because they must have a copy of the genuine birth certificate. But most parents do it in person. Just go into the school. That's what we would recommend. She's just said, under no circumstances is anyone to come into the school. With the situation as it is at the minute, everything should be coming in via email. That's what we've recommended. And I'm like, I looked on your website and I can't find anything that says that. Oh, well, it's under the download section. Well, how would you know that advice about what to do is under a download set? I looked the whole website. But, so this place that's advising people on the correct process to go through has just sent me into a school that has said that they only want it electronically. And this website said you mustn't do it electronically, so I'm not best pleased. So I'm getting ready with a scathing message for that particular website, which is advising parents all over Northern Ireland. Right, I'll switch off because I'm going to get really sweary at this traffic because it's ridiculous. It is Tuesday evening. Feast your eyes upon that. It's taken me long enough. All of the Sims trophies. Could say I'm finished, but I want to start again now. It's Isaac's bedtime.
I think you should zoom in on screen.
Dobby has been sleeping and snoring. There she is, look.
Should close up on her face.
Close up on Dobby's face. Hello, Dobby. What are you doing? Okay, good. She says, why is that in my face? Why is that in my face?
Close up.
Hello folks, it is Thursday. I've just finished recording a true crime video. I've 2 to get edited and up. I saw Trap 1 and a true crime one about Lisa McVeigh. On Netflix right now there's a movie called Believe Me, The Abduction of Lisa McVeigh, and it's a true story and it is so interesting. I'd encourage you to watch it. So I sort of researched the actual real person and I've just recorded it. When I'll get a chance to edit it and put it up as anyone's guest, I'm just waiting on Isaac coming back from school to get through his homework. He's got Gaelic practice tonight. I've no idea. It's been ages since he's done a past paper, so I've no idea if we're going to get that done. We shall see. Hello. It is Friday. I'm on the way into town to collect a prescription and a new set of bathroom scales because my bathroom scales are digital and they went just really badly wrong a few days ago. I stepped on and I was half a stone heavier than I was the day before and I'm thinking no. Then Darren got on and he was heavier. Then I got on the next morning and it was weighing me 18 stone. It's like flipping out. No, I'm not 18 stone. So it's weighing several stones heavier now. So I'm gonna just go and get one of those. Oh, there's a bird. Get off the road, get off the road, get off the road. Thank you. You know, just one of those very simple like scale where the needle goes back and forth and it's not digital. And that'll give me a more accurate measurement. So at the minute I don't know if I've lost any weight this week, but according to the scales I've put a few stones on. So we'll have to wait till I get home. It's a really nice day. I'm not going to make Isaac do a past paper today. It's Friday. He doesn't get homework on a Friday, so he'll be playing out. I'm going to check how much eyelash curlers are in Sainsbury's. If they're expensive, I'll go to B&M. The thing is, I used to have eyelash curlers and I barely used them. But what I'm noticing, and I don't know if this is because I'm getting old or what the hell's going on, my eyelashes are really straight. When you use like eyelash curlers, it opens your eye more and makes your eyes appear a bit bigger. There's just so much stuff happens to you when you get older. I've got this horrible, I can't take my eyes off the road at the minute because there's lots of cars. Like when you're a woman and you get to your 40s, like this area here is so like, it goes all crinkly when you put eye makeup on, and it's just all your lovely young skin doesn't bounce back like it used to. In saying that, I don't like giving myself a compliment, I don't like doing it, but I know that my skin, when it comes to wrinkles, is in a lot better condition than a lot of women of my age, apart from my forehead, which is like terrible, because I raise my eyebrows a lot, but there's quite a few women the same age as me that have got tons of wrinkles. So I'm not complaining that much, but I'm finding my forehead is an issue. But if I have a fringe, it makes my face even fatter. I don't suit a fringe. And it's great when you go to the hairdressers and they do it and it's looking all swish. But then you're forced to go to the hairdressers every 8 weeks, which A, I can't afford, and B, I just detest going to that. I don't like people touching me. I've never been for a massage. I don't like going to the hairdressers. Just cannot be dealing with people touching me. I don't like it. I'm so repressed. It's ridiculous. But there's the this is the list of my ailments on my face. There is the wrinkles on the forehead. There is this is getting to be too, like, it's going to be hooded soon above my top. Hope it's not now. It's not quite yet, but my eyes are going to start aging in that way. And then there's this thing, the jowl that happens here. I have to look at what I'm doing. Is that chickens? Oh Jesus, that's awful. They'll be going to Moy Park. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There is a thing in front of me with 8 big crates of chickens packed into it. And I know I eat chicken, so I have no right to say a thing, but you don't like to see it, do you? I could easily be a vegetarian though. Easily. I wouldn't miss meat. Darren would have something to say if he was here. He'd have a smutty comment. But I couldn't be vegan. And I'm not saying vegan food isn't nice. But a cheese, chocolate. And I know you can get vegan versions, but I cannot see vegan chocolate and cheese being the same. This is going really slow now, so I'm down to a crawl. I do talk the biggest pile of crap on this. So, yeah, eyelash curlers to try and disguise my hooded eyes. I tell you what I need, contouring kit. What do you do about the I said to Darren, if I had the money, there's certain things I would do, and Botox in my forehead would be one of them. And he's like, no, you would not. He's really anti all this sort of thing, which I never would have thought I would have done it. But as I get older and I look at my face aging, and it never has been an issue up until maybe 2-3 years ago, when I feel like I've started to change, I started to age. I was okay up until about then. And then you meet people or you see people that you went to school with and you look at them and you think, fuck, you look old. I must look that old. You know, and it's quite shocking when you see how old you are in the faces of people you went to school with. Does that make sense? Everybody must feel that they are younger than they actually are, and real like inside, I feel young. I mean, Kelly, who you'll have heard me talk about, she's always in the comments. She'll be 40 this year. Is that no? Is that right? She's 40 this year. I'm sure Kelly turns 40 and her partner Dave, I'm sure they turn 40 this year. That's ridiculous. That's just ridiculous. You know, it's like, no, there are no way, like 40-year-olds to me. That's just madness. We're all getting old. My mum says, wait until you're 66 like me. Like, well, that's not old. So how can I think she's not old at 66, but I think I'm old at 45? It is old. Oh, it's old. Who cares? It's old. I'm still here. I'm still alive and kicking. I should be grateful. Stop your whinging, Lisa. Right, I'm just arriving at the edge of town now. I'll switch you off because the bollocks I talk is just not really something anyone needs to be listening to, is it? So yeah, I shall check in with you guys later. Hello. So I've got my scales. I picked Isaac up a frisbee and some of those like Velcro mitts with the ball that sticks to it thing. And is that it? And eyelash curlers, and I'm now headed home and I'm stuck in traffic. It's one of those where they've shut a lane off to do works. I'm sure, why is it it's only ever when the sun's splitting the stones that these guys are out doing work? And generally, like I said on a previous blog, I need to put sunglasses. I cannot believe I need to put sunglasses on. And generally there's like 6 of them stood looking down a hole. Let's see today when we pass them. Don't even know if these are clean. Let this guy out, this woman out. So mature are my glasses. Yeah, there's 1 man, 2 man. I think they've opened up that road again. Are they painting them? I don't know what they're doing. I have no idea what those guys have been doing. Nothing by the looks of things. Oh, they've widened that footpath, right? I think they're putting a cycle lane in on the footpath. Yeah. And there were only like 3 of them and they were all doing something, so that's makes a change. So yeah, I'm heading home. I'm actually going to be home before Isaac's home from school, which is a weird one. So yeah, I was going to let you hear. I don't know if you've heard me talk about Juliette Lewis's band before. She's had a few. The one that I saw her with was the Licks, which is absolutely incredible. It's one of those people you have to see live to get her energy on stage. I've always been a big fan of her as an actress, but she's just such a ballsy woman. I love her. So anyway, what shall we copyright this week? Because I get copyrighted every week for the music I play in the car, even the one that, the cover that the YouTuber Anthony Vincent did of Audioslave's Like a Stone. I love that track. I even got a copyright on that. When I say copyright, they don't make you take it down or block it, in some cases, depends on what song it is. Like last week I got copyrighted on Pink. They basically allow you to have it, but if you ever make any money from it, they get it. Not that I'm ever going to make any money on this channel, so it's irrelevant. So I don't mind getting copyrighted, it doesn't bother me. So anyway, let's copyright ourselves this week with a little bit of Juliette Lewis. This is one of my favourite tracks I'm going to put on. It's called Coming Around. I'm just wondering, should I turn you around the other way? Because you really don't need to see me, do you? Right, you're back on. I'm almost on the carriageway. Let me on, let me see. We're on. Right, bit of Juliette. I'll let you go. You've had a bit of Juliette Lewis for the day. I hope you enjoyed her. I did. And I'll continue with my drive and screch all the way as usual.
Special bus.
Guys, it is Sunday and I am going to the cinema for the third time since it's opened like 2 weeks ago. So I know I went to see Spiral, I took my son to see Peter Rabbit 2, and this evening I am going to see A Quiet Place. Really looking forward to it. Love the first movie. I've heard nothing but good things about this. Everyone seems to be loving it. A couple of people have even said it's better than the first one, So I'm on my way into the cinema on my lonesome, as always, to check it out. That rain, folks. Window wipers on full. Right, let's take them down a bit and you might see the rain. My goodness. So Isaac did after a lot of complaining and whinging about it, did a past paper today, an English one, and he got 91%. Actually, 91.6%, which really is 92% if you're going to be pedantic about it, but he got in the 90s. And he's very pleased with himself. We told him that he was more than capable of these kind of scores if he applied himself. The frustration wasn't that he wasn't scoring high enough. The frustration was that we know he's bright enough to score that high, but he wasn't applying himself to it. So he's very pleased with himself, and hopefully that little bit of confidence that he has will enable him to, you know, do better in school in the tasks I give them. He came home on Friday with, I think he'd had a maths test they'd given. It's all like previous papers from previous years, and I think he got 82. But I mean, that's awesome. You know, in school he's been getting in the 60s most times, and he's brought that up to an 82 in school, which is amazing. He has a bit of an issue with, you know, when he's around other people, when there's other pupils, the concentration's not as good. But to pull up your result from 60s to 80s and then at home now 90s, it's, you know, it's fantastic. So hopefully he will get a little bit of confidence from these scores and actually believe in himself, and will do well. Fingers crossed. Also, I've got my new scales. I'm not 18 stone. I've been the same weight for like 3 weeks. I haven't lost any weight, which is really frustrating me. We have one Chinese a week, but I don't get what I always used to get, which was sweet and sour chicken with boiled rice and a few chips. I've been getting like just a vegetable chow mein and that's it, and I only eat half of it. I don't even eat the full portion. But because of the fact that I've been really good like all of the other days, and just that one day having half of a portion of the chow mein, so I've cut out the Chinese entirely now. I'm bereft, let me tell you. I'm not happy about it, but I've cut it out, and we shall see what happens. Then there was my anniversary when I had a bowl of ice cream. So in the past 3 weeks, my cheats involve a bowl of ice cream and a half of the Chinese, and I've lost nothing, even though I've stuck steadfastly to it for the rest of the time. So needless to say, not entirely impressed by that. Again, I think it's the activity thing, which is when you've got a condition like this, it's really, really difficult. And people say, well, go to the swimming pool. I'm not a strong swimmer. I can swim, but by the time I've done like 4 lengths, I'm bollocksed. Because my shoulder, I have issues with my shoulders, and obviously you need your shoulders to swim, and I can't do that frog swim thing. I do the over, I don't know what it's called. Is it called the crawl where you do this? I have no flipping idea. And or swimming pools, they're always full of loads of kids going. They don't stick to lanes. They don't have that organised lane swimming, and you just get someone swim in front of you. You swim into them in the deep end, and then you nearly drown yourself. That's a true story. I'm not a strong swimmer. I can swim, but if when I'm in the deep end anything knocks me off course, it's not good. I could drown myself. So anyway, I'm waffling. I could say I'm on my way to see A Quiet Place 2 on my own, and I haven't had my tea, so I'm flipping starving. I'm going to have a coffee when I get there. I'm not cheating, I'm not having anything to eat. Besides that, the people rustling popcorn when you're trying to watch a movie that's really quiet. Whenever A Quiet Place, the original, was at the cinema, I had bought a popcorn. Not a good idea. The movie was so quiet. Some people just don't care. They just rustle away and they make a racket and they chew. Some people chew ridiculously loudly, and then you get the gerbils or the hamsters that are constantly rattling in the popcorn, making noise. Now, it vaguely irritates me if it's really bad, but it absolutely kills Darren to the point that he gets really raging about it. People eating noisily, just Darren cannot abide. And I've said to him, well, have you heard yourself snoring? That's worse, but you can't flip and sleep. He's like, well, I can't help that. But I'm one of these people that's really conscious of making too much noise in the cinema with wrappers or popcorn or crunching or any of these things. So I'm not gonna, well, that's not the reason I'm not buying it, I just don't want to be cheating. I had a really nice, and it was like, would you say this was a cheat? Last night I had, instead of a chicken dinner, because we made a chicken, I thought it's really hot. I know it was yesterday, look out the window. I'm just gonna have a chicken salad wrap. So I had chicken with lettuce, this is a really tight corner. Chicken, lettuce, cucumber, onion, and what's them? Celery on a wrap with some coleslaw. Now you'll say coleslaw, Lisa, you shouldn't have had the coleslaw. Well, I had coleslaw. And that's what I had for my tea, just a chicken salad wrap, and it was so nice. But because I've been being so good, I mean, I'll be having like Greek yogurt with fruit and a teaspoon of honey for my tea. And maybe one piece of fruit toast, but it was so nice. But I don't understand why I can't lose weight, why it's not coming off faster. I mean, 3 weeks and I've lost nothing. Surely cheating on one day isn't enough to suffice that. Is that the police? Have the police stopped someone? Right, I'm waffling again. I make these videos too long because I just waffle about nothing. Right, I shall go. I'll check in with you guys probably after the movie and let you know how it was. Hello! So that's me out of the cinema. I've just seen A Quiet Place 2. If you watch my main channel, you probably already know. Why are they all queuing? All right, look at the. Oh, you can't see. Right, I'm gonna go past these cars in a minute. It's a drive-in for KFC. One, I can't even. There's like 20 cars in it. What is wrong with these people? Right, can you see? Look. And then there's people who want to go to the cinema and can't get in because the people in the KFC line's blocking the whole thing. Are you really? Oh, right. He's just turned up in there with no indication, with me waiting to come out onto the main road. Oh, Jesus, give me patience. I have to stop at Tesco and get a couple of groceries. Wonderful. We all know how much I like to shop. I'm going to say what everyone else has said. Absolutely fantastic. As good as the first one. Could have watched another half hour of it easily. Not going to give you any synopsis or anything. Just go watch it. It's well worth it. Or at the very least, if you can't get to the cinema, well, do what I do. See, people say, well, we can't go to the cinema because we've got a child. I've got a child. I go to the... How many fucking flags do they need up here? Honestly. Oh, dear God. Not even start me. Not going to get political, but they've got... Oh, just don't even start me. I go to the cinema on my own because obviously me and Darren can't go on her together as a couple because we've got Isaac and no one to look after him. Is this car pulling out or is it abandoned? Oh, it's abandoned. And there's people walking up the middle of the bit that you drive up. People are, honestly, oh God, give me patience. People are just so stupid. I wish this was pointing forward so you could see what I can see right now. But oh, I'll just drive right through there. That's handy. Right, I'm going in to get my groceries. I shall return. But go see it, folks. It's really good. If you've got kids, you can't go with your other half. Go on your own. You're there to watch a film, not have a chat. Right, I'm off. Right, here I'm now sat in Tesco's talking to myself in broad daylight. So Isaac, at school, Pokemon has reared its ugly head. So found this. What is it? Trading card game Venusaur. In this pack, 1 ready to play 60 deck card, 3 reference cards, 1 rules booklet, single player playmat, damage counters, metallic coin. No flipping idea what that means, but I got those. Don't know why. Does he deserve it? Probably not. And he collects these Fortnite figures, and I found 2 that he doesn't have for a tenner. Contracts Giller, whoever the hell that is. That looks like the fish one to me. And Dark Rex. So he's got 2 new Fortnite figures and a Pokemon set. Guy just got in the car beside me, and I got in before him, and I was really careful about how far I opened my door so as not to touch his. And he's just got in before he drove off, and I heard his car ding mine. Drove off without a second thought in the world before I could even react to it. And now I've had a man park either side of me. The man that's parked this side, if anybody needs to get out this side of the car, they've no fucking mission because you need to be on a rucksack. On the other side, he nearly clipped the front end of my car. He's actually parked like this on a diagonal, so we can get out the front, but the back's nearly touching my door. And the guy on the other side's not much fucking better. They say that women are bad drivers. I'm not saying all men are bad drivers before anybody has a go at me. But what really frustrates me is the amount of flack that women get. Women can't drive, women are bad drivers. And then we've had 3 men in a row all do idiotic things within the space of 30 seconds. Whether or not you're a good driver is personal, nothing to do with what sex you are.
More